Hello learners in Learning Land, Tyler from tenthumbsproductions.com. New guitar tutorials every single Monday, so if you like this kind of content, hit subscribe, ring the bell, never miss a lesson. Today we're going to learn how to play Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Printable tabs will be coming a Patreon, links in the notes, but we have all the tabs on the screen so you can follow along. You don't need those tabs to learn. They just make it a little easier. My email's in the description if you want some one-on-one lessons. Let's do it. Grab the guitar, brain, and attention span. Once you have those three things, follow me out in and let's break it down. Intro first, sounds like this. It's in 3/4, index finger on the 9th fret of the G, middle on the 10th of the B, pinky on the 12th. You're going to pluck with your thumb, index, middle, and just go 1, 2, 3. Your ring finger is going to jump up to the 12th fret of the G, and your index will grab the 10th fret of the B. And here, this time we're going to go thumb first, then the E string, middle finger, and then the B string. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Lift your ring finger, middle finger on the 11th fret of the G string, and you're going to go in order this time again, G string, B string, E string. And then slide your middle finger down to the 10th fret of the G, index on the 9th fret of the B. You're going to play the 10th fret of the G. 9th fret of the E string, because you're then going to pull with your ring finger to your index finger, 10 to 9 on the E, and the ring finger is going to come down to the 10th fret of the B. And that's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. And that's the intro. Now we're into the verse, and the first 4 measures of the verse are the exact same. Then we get to the next section, and it's actually 5 measures this time. But this time the Beatles were really not in sync with, every verse has to be 16 measures, and the earlier pop stuff was much more structured in terms of the expectations of making music for the radio. Later on, they were a lot more free, and they made some really cool stuff. So the first 3 measures are going to be the same. Do, 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 do. That's the same. Then we're going to get the F chord involved. 13, 14, 13, and that's B, G, B. Then you're going to strum 14, 13, 13, just those 3. And that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Both. The first way is and the second. After that, you're going to repeat the first 4. And then we have 6 measures that we haven't seen. The first 2 are the same that we've seen so far. The do, 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 do. That's the same. And then we're going to make this minor triad, 12 on the E string, 14 on the B string, and it's really kind of like a C sharp minor with no third. And we're going to play B string, E string, B string, E string, B string, E string, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then it moves up a half step, and now we're doing the same kind of thing, implying a D minor, but again without the 5th. I said the 3rd, it's without the 5th interval because it's just the root and the 3rd. And it's 10, 8, 10, 8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we jump into the pre-chorus. So let's go ahead and just thumb through the whole verse. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we get into the pre-chorus. All right, the bridge. You got a couple of options. You can use these shapes that are from the E shape up here, root on the 6th fret, and 6, 8, 8, 7, 6, 6. Move that up 2 frets. You get a C, which is 8, 10, 10, 9, 8, 8. Right below that, we have an F, root on the 8th fret of the A string, 8, 10, 10, 10. We'll also see a G coming from this E shape again, 3, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5. And then we'll see a couple other shapes. We're going to see a D7, which will be 5, 7, 5, 7. E minor, root on the 7th, and it goes, well, E minor 7, so it'll go 7, 9, 7, 8, 7. And just a classic D, which will be 5, 7, 7, 7. You could do the open shapes here. The only bar would be your B flat, which would be 1, 3, 3, 3. Otherwise, you just have classic F. Well, I guess that's a bar too. G, C, E minor, D, and D7. That definitely has its advantages, the open chords, and we'll see why in a second. So the rhythm, B flat, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All downs, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Emphasize that first down just a little extra. To C, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. To F, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Back to B flat, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's like the first half of the pre-chorus or the bridge. Goes to C again. You can jump up to here, or you can come down here. We'll jump up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down to G, 1, 2, 3. This is where it gets tricky and where the open chords would come in handy. You're gonna go 1 down on the G, then D7 down once, E minor 7 down once, and then D down once. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that D rings out for 2 whole measures. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So the whole thing with the bar shapes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we get into the Lucy in the sky with diamonds, bow, bow, which is the easiest part in the song, which is cool. Open chords, which would be a lot easier, would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, boom! The chorus is just G for 2 beats, C for 2 beats, D for 2 beats. Now we are back into the 4/4. You could do cowboy chords, down, up, 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 down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I'm assuming that most of you are going to want to go with the cowboy chords, just like with the other piece earlier, and that would be 1, well, down, up, 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 down, up. 3 times. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. 3, 4. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. 3 and 4. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. 3, 4. Oh. After playing through that 3 times, you'll hit an A major and let it ring 1, 2, 3, 4 into the finger picking. Okay, so if you had an electric guitar or you're the second guitar, you could also do your bar chords 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. There's 3 guitars going on in this song though, so if you wanted to layer it, you could also do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this guitar in the background, that's what they're playing. Their G is 15 on the G string, 14 on the B and the E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give them a little squeeze. Thumb, index, middle, all pulling at the same time. Then release it to keep it staccato. 1, 2, 3, 4. C would be 12, 13, 12. And it's really 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you're only squeezing on the 2 and the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. D is the same shape as our G here, which is 11, 10, 10. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can just layer that right on top of the strumming. If you're the second guitar, it sounds amazing. The third guitar is playing a riff over it. And it starts on the 5th fret of the D string, 1 and to the 7. 1 and 2. Then it jumps down to the G string and it's 4, 5. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. To the 7th and to the 5th fret of the B string, back to the 7th fret of the G string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Sounds great with some palm muting. And then you let that ring out until the second beat, and it's 2, E3, E4, E. So it's not 2 and 3 and 4 and it's. So after that, you're getting into 16ths. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, E3, E4, E1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that would be the third guitar. So you can do the open chords or the bar chords, the stabs up here, and this. All at the same time. You get 3 guitars going, all playing different parts, and it sounds great. Those are all the pieces to the tune, so why don't we go ahead and play through the whole thing. It goes intro, verse, bridge, chorus, verse, bridge, chorus, verse, chorus. And the last one just fades out, so I kind of just finished it on that. On that A. I'll play through the last chorus 2 times. Let's take it from the top. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. 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 Whoops. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Man, come on, Ty. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. All right, they do the fade out, so however you want to finish that, I think it's best to sing that A note. And finish there. I totally messed up that last chorus. My bad. If I had an extra guitar, he'd be in the background doing the... If I had an extra two guitars... Have it, folks. That's a fun one. Changing meter 3/4. We got changing keys. We have cool finger picking. We have a lady named Lucy who's in the sky with diamonds, and it's probably a safer place to be with diamonds than on the street, because you running around with all those diamonds, someone might rob you. Today's day and age, you never know with these young kids out there. They are crazier than ever, right? So be careful with your jewelry. As we say in Colombia, no de papaya. And there you go, folks. Happy to bring it to you. We have these playlists over here to continue your education if you like the way we teach. And we will catch you next Monday for our next guitar tutorial. Again, think about becoming a Patreon. Cheaper than a cheap cheeseburger. And until next time, have a lovely day.